Salutations! Welcome again to another episode of RWBY Rewatch. Today is, what is today? The 29th of September, 2020. We are going to be watching Volume 2, Chapter 3, A Minor Hiccup. I think I really enjoyed this episode. I haven't seen it in a bit, but let's get straight back into it. Right back into it. Let's dive straight in. All of the above.
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line when crossing no return, there's a time and a place no bridges left to burn anymore. We can't just wait with life mistake until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering, the storm is growing down now. Now it's time to say goodbye to the things we love and the innocence of you. Now it's time to fall from the carefree life and the solitude and peace we always knew.
Definitely an upgrade over the first one. And much more fast-paced too. Weiss.
So, Weiss, I was thinking after this, maybe we could go grab a bite to eat? And, I've got 2 tickets to that new Spruce Willis movie if you want to make the trip to Vail. I hear it's awesome.
Why him of all people?
And then maybe after that we could study together? I mean, you're smart and I'm
And then timed that one wrong, I guess. Well, the stunning conclusion to the story will have to wait until next time.
Weiss, did you hear me?
No. Yes. I love that.
One day.
Why are they encouraging the guy instead of their teammate who clearly doesn't want him?
I thought that class would never end.
All right, guys, today's the day. The investigation begins!
I'm glad to see we're taking this so seriously.
Hey, we've got a plan.
And I love their outfits too.
Moderately serious.
Right.
It is.
Everyone remember their roles?
You and I will head to the CCT and check
Excellent
the
outfit,
sheet records
Weiss.
for any other dust robberies or inconsistencies. Seeing as I'm in the family, it shouldn't be a problem. The White Fang has regular
Excellent
faction
outfit,
meetings
Blake.
to hand out orders and recruit new members. If I can get in, I can hopefully find out what they're planning.
I have an old friend
Excellent
on the shady
outfit,
side
Yang.
of town that typically knows everything going on in Vale. Getting information out of him shouldn't be too hard.
Great. We'll
Pretty
meet up
okay
tonight
outfit,
here, Yang, to go over
Ruby.
what we found. Let's
Actually,
do
they're all
this.
really nice.
Son, how did you get up there?
It's easy. I do it all the time.
You do
What?
I climb trees all the time. So,
The way
are we
she was
finally
like-
getting back at that torture guy?
We are going to investigate the situation
They try to play a dirty joke.
as a team.
Sorry,
As a
son.
team.
We don't want to get friends involved if we don't have to.
That's stupid.
That's dumb. You should always get friends involved. That's why I brought Neptune.
So,
So,
How did you even get up here?
I have my ways. Seriously though, can I come in? We're like really high up right now.
how did you
All
get
right,
up there?
I'll go with Weiss. Son, you can go with Blake. And Neptune, you can go with Yang since she doesn't have a partner. Everyone good?
Actually, Ruby, why don't you go with Yang? After all, she is your sister.
Weiss, who would go with you then?
Well, I guess Neptune could come with me.
Nah.
Nah. She tried it.
Wow!
Oh, Weiss. She shot her
Look
shot.
at how big the transmit tower looks so close! You should see the one in Atlas. That was the first one, right?
Correct. Atlas developed the
Lord
cross-continental
dump.
transmit system to allow the 4 kingdoms to communicate with one another. It was their gift to the world after the Great War.
Ooh, look at me. My name is Weiss. I know facts. I'm rich.
I know facts. I'm rich.
Don't be a pest.
I'm rich.
Besides, the only reason we're here is because you like the tower so much. We could have just as easily made a call from the library.
I know, but it's so cool. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture. Ah,
Oh, I just remembered why I love this episode.
you dropped this. Penny?
Where
have you been? We haven't seen you since the night at the docks. Sorry, I think you're confused.
I've got
got to go.
What was that
Oh,
about?
Penny.
I don't
I
know.
love Penny so much.
But I'm going to find out. You go make your call. I'll meet up with you later. Wait!
What would Ruby have done with, like, with the call?
Penny, where have you been? It's been weeks. There seems to be a misunderstanding. What?
Taylor Pelto has such a nice
Penny.
voice for Penny. It's really, really nice,
Is everything
actually.
okay? Penny, please stop! Look, I don't know what's wrong, but you have to listen to me. Those guys we fought at the docks, we think they're up to something big, something bad. I need you to tell me what happened to you that night. Please, as a friend.
As a friend.
It isn't safe to talk here.
The first time I saw it, I thought Penny got, like... Oh, I can't say it's a spoiler. We'll find out at the end of this episode, I think. Actually, I didn't even know at this point, to be honest. It was probably on my second rewatch that I thought this, but I'll mention it in a sec. Or at the end of the episode, I guess. I really enjoyed this moment.
I'd like to go to the communications room, please.
Absolutely. Could you please place your scroll on the terminal to verify your identity?
Why do they need to verify their identity to go to the scroll room?
Perfect. Thank you, Miss Schnee.
This moment I really enjoy. It brought so much to Weiss's character right there. And I've been there too, so like I know all about that.
Welcome to the Beacon Cross Continental Transmit Center. How may I help you?
I need to make a call to Schnee Company World Headquarters in Atlas.
Absolutely. If you could head over to Terminal 3, I'll patch you through.
Thank you.
She's nice. Hi, Mom. That was way too early.
Hi, Mom.
There we go. How are things back in Signal? Where is Signal? Signal Academy?
Thank you for calling the Atlas.
Oh, Miss Schnee.
Good afternoon. Would you like me to patch you through to your father?
How come it looks like they never have any noses?
No, thank you.
And that's the first time we
I was
heard
actually
Weiss
wondering
has a
if you could find
sister.
some files for me. I've compiled a short list.
Oh,
I see.
I
If you
see.
don't mind, what may I ask is the score?
School project.
There are some sensitive documents on this list, ma'am.
Well then, I'll be sure to treat them with care.
Right. Very well.
Excellent.
The data's being
Excellent,
transferred
excellent,
to us
excellent.
Wonderful. That will be all then.
now. Are you sure you wouldn't like me to patch you through to your father before you go?
This poor
Yes,
attendant is trying to do
I'm
her best
sure.
to like cover her ass.
Have a nice day.
And this added so much to her character too. God, I love this scene. They do so right by Weiss. Maybe not in the first season, like, or first volume, like
I wish I
that
could help
ending,
you,
but the
Ruby,
rest is really
But I
nice.
don't know anything about those men. Well, what happened to you that night? We were all together and then you just disappeared. Were you kidnapped? Oh, no, nothing like that. Well, then where did you go? I've never been to another kingdom before. My father asked me not to venture out too far, but you have to understand, my father loves me very much.
It sounds like
He
he's
just
an abusive
worries a lot.
person,
Believe me, I know the feeling.
but he's not.
But why not let us know you were okay? I was asked not to
But
talk
this-
to you.
Yeah,
Or Weiss, or Blake, or Yang.
anyone, really.
Was your dad that upset? No. It
He sounds
wasn't
controlling.
my father.
But it's not him.
It's been the standard security model of London for several years. And they have done a fine job. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree?
Wouldn't you? That sounded so unnatural, the double wouldn't you agrees.
The
Wouldn't you
kingdom
agree?
of
Wouldn't
Atlas
you
is a
agree?
kingdom of innovation. And fine? Well, that's just not good enough, is it?
It's not.
Presenting the Elysian Knight.
That's so rude to their own Robo brothers. Row brothers? Row siblings?
Smarter, sleeker, and admittedly, a little less scary. These models will become active later this year, but they won't be alone. Now,
That one was just
the
like,
Elysian military has always supported the idea of removing men from the dangers of the battlefield. However, there are still many situations that undoubtedly require a
a
human
human
touch.
touch.
Ruby.
So, our kingdom's greatest
RWBY.
minds, in cooperation with the Schnee
Why do I look
Company,
good here?
are proud to introduce the Elysian Paladin.
That becomes relevant.
Now, we couldn't have them here for you today, but these mechanized battleships will be seen defending the borders of our kingdom within the year.
Jason Rose does such an
RWBY,
amazing job
Maybe we should go somewhere else.
as Ironwood.
Penny? Wait, where are you going?
Zoom, zoom.
Down here. She went this way.
That's a lawsuit right there. Breakable things. I love that.
This way!
And that was all she wrote. Make that note. I'm okay with that. Old man.
Penny? Are you okay?
He's terrified of her. Oh. Penny.
Penny, come back!
I feel so bad for her. That lady in the blue has the ugliest hair I've ever seen.
Penny! Please! What is
I
going
feel so bad for
Why
her.
are you running?
She's so terrified.
How did you do that? I can't. Everything's fine. I don't want to talk about it. Penny, if you could just tell me what's wrong, I can help you. No, you wouldn't understand. Let me try. You can trust me. You're my
And this
friend,
music?
right? You promise you're my friend?
This breaks my heart every
I
time.
promise.
What's left of it, actually.
RWBY.
I'm not a real girl.
Oh.
Oh. Penny will cling. I will clutch. I'll hold on to you. I won't turn away. I will be. I won't go. I will stay with you. All the days. I will stay with you. Where do I even start with it? Penny Polendina is the sweetest, nicest, most benevolent character on that show next to Pyrrha Nikos. Like, I want them to be friends. I just remembered Volume 3. I was like, they should meet, and then they did meet. And it was glorious. It was really fun. Everybody had a great time. Cat's out of the bag. Penny Polendina is a robot. She is a robo-girl. She's not a real girl. Not a real girl. She's a robot. And that's how she was able to stop the truck that almost... the murderous old man who tried to kill RWBY with his truck. Was it a truck? I guess that was like a truck. Like a mini truck. A trucular vehicle. That's what we'll call it. Penny's a robot. She's super strong. She's not a real girl. And if you didn't catch on by now, she's inspired by Pinocchio. So that's her fairy tale inspiration. She is Pinocchio. She's basically Pinocchio. And her thing, instead of, how Pinocchio's nose grows every time he lies, his nose whoosh, grows. That rhymes. She hiccups. So every time, if you go back and watch the episode, every time she hiccups, she's lying. So when she was saying that she doesn't recognize Ruby and like there seemed to be a mistake or a misunderstanding, she hiccuped because she lied. When she said everything's fine and she hiccuped, she lied. When she said she didn't want to talk about it and she hiccuped, she lied, which is so sad because she does want to talk about it, but like she didn't believe Ruby would understand or like be empathetic about it. And it's just so sad because Ruby is such a nice empathetic character and Penny is best girl. Like if anybody, I say everybody's best girl because everybody is best girl, but Penny is definitely like one of the bestest girls. And it's so sad to see someone fear themselves being rejected and sort of feel like an outcast and not understood. And I understand that feeling very well, and I understand how Penny was feeling, and it was just so depressing to see. So it didn't really strike me too hard the first time, aside from Taylor Pelto, or I guess Taylor Jones's stellar acting, voice acting, and Penny's excellent animation. So shout out to the animation team. Great shit. She did a really good job with that, and so she really carried that role, and she just has a lovely voice as Penny. Penny Polendina is her last name. And so, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Do you remember what I was gonna say? Can you read my mind? Tell me what it was. I don't remember. What time is it even? It is 2:43 a.m., so that's probably not helping matters. Taylor Pelto's voice acting really delivered the scene and explained and portrayed just how terrified Penny was, and how she didn't want to lose her best friend, and how she didn't believe even her best friend would understand or accept her. And I don't have much of a heart left these days, but what blackened husk remains shattered and continues to shatter every time I see this scene. So it was absolutely stellar. So shout out to Monty and Miles and Carrie. You guys did a fantastic job with this. Shout out to Taylor Jones. You did a stellar job with this. The animators, you did a fantastic job. Everybody who's involved in the scene, you did fucking fantastic. So good job, great job, fantastic job. This gives me all the feels. It gives me all the emotions. Usually, what I like to say is whenever I'm kidding about being hurt, my feelings hurt, I say you hurt my feeling, as in one feeling. I don't have multiple. You hurt my feeling instead of feelings. And this scene gives me all the feelings, multiple, plural. So it's really good stuff. I just keep thinking about Penny and how terrified she was, and how she just kept saying, no, I can't do this, I can't think about this, I can't deal with this. She just wanted to get out of the scene so bad, and it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking, and I love it. Not to sound like a sadist, but I love how excellent everything was about this scene. And we got to see Penny again, and then we got a reveal. And I don't think I have a single negative thing to say about this entire episode, which is chef's kiss. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to keep this brief. I think that's all I want to talk about for this episode. Penny's a robot. That's the big reveal, and that's all we need to know about right now. This episode continues straight on to the next one. Volume 2, Chapter 4, Painting the Town, which I believe is one of my favorite episodes of Volume 2 as well. And it has a spectacular, fantastic multi-fight scene. So, you know this shit is going to be popping and dropping and stopping everybody's hearts. So, I'd say let's get straight into it. But I'm going to end this video right here. But I will continue to watch it right now, and then probably, maybe, hopefully, and then have this video up for you soon. I've just been working on a few things. I'm moving soon in the middle of a pandemic, much against my will, but that's the thing that's happening, so I might be a little bit scarce. And I'm also working diligently away on the butchering of Adam Torres video, which is something I've been wanting to say for close to 5 years now. I've had a lot to say about this, and I said a lot on my Tumblr and everything, but people are tired of me talking about it. It's all I ever talk about. It's one of my biggest, I'll just say, my biggest fucking gripes in all of RWBY, and the video so far is an hour and 50 or so minutes, so I had a lot to say, and a lot of it is me repeating myself because there's only so many scenes I can use because Adam wasn't in the show a bunch, right? But I ramble as well, so there's still a lot to be said, and I hope I articulate myself. And like, I'm not the best orator. I'm not the best orator, whatever, you know what I mean. Like, it sounds weird. I'm not the best at oralizing. Why does that sound weird still? I'm not the best at public speaking, I guess. But because my mind's racing a million miles a minute, and it's, my mouth moves faster than my brain can keep up with, so like I have a lot of tongue typos, as you've no doubt noticed by this point if you've watched a lot of my videos. So I'm slowly working away on that, editing the audio, editing the video, finding all the scenes, and that's the hardest part of these videos, just like syncing up all these scenes and trying to look through for a specific scene to illustrate a specific point throughout 7 volumes of RWBY. And I think I know which scenes I want, and I've done a, like, I want to say a bang up job so far of it, of the scenes that I do want for specific parts, because I know there are some scenes where I know, yes, this is exactly the footage I want to use right here, and other scenes I'm like, I'm not too sure, I don't know what I want to use right here. So that's a little bit of why it's taking a while. I hope to have it done in a month or 2, but I know people do these videos, it takes them several months to do so, and I only started like last month. And it's coming along very, very slowly, and I like lose interest in it sometimes because it takes a while, and like I want instant gratification, and I want it just to be done and have it done by itself, but it's not going to happen unless I do it, and only I can speak to what I want to see in a Adam Torres video about analyzing what went wrong and what went right and everything. So that's coming along. So between moving and working on this butchering of Adam Torres video, I'm juggling a few things, and so I'm gonna try and be consistent with this RWBY rewatch series. So this is yet another update for that. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you enjoyed this video, bueno. If no, c'est la vie. I will see you in the next one, and you have a wonderful, fantastic, super awesome, phantasmagorical kind of day, night, evening, time, space continuum, whatever sort of granular, what's the word I'm looking for? Time, not time, but like chronological progression you experience. Take care, friend.
I will cling